Tokido running the EXIORI, Kyo, and Mr. Karate, so straight up really strong characters. And you can see Haregoro is just getting in there, throwing out slash kicks and just pressing buttons. That's his style, man. Jump CD, you could have confirmed from that counter hit. And a cool Bakuretskin frame trap there. If you only press the punch button 4 times, it comes out and recovers fast. But that time, Tokido punished with a Rekka because he tried to press a button after it. I don't know how. It's a pretty tight frame trap, but it certainly is interruptible, just like that. So Tokido running the Fireball Kyo for now, at least. It's that hard knockdown cross up. And he goes for the corner carry with EX up kicks. Ooh, cross up, but it hits too high for him to confirm off of it. Ooh. So there, really nice clutch jab anti there, stopping that slash kick. Slash kick has a huge hitbox and it's hard to get around. Nice wake up DP on reversal. And there's that cross up jump 2C again. And that looked like it was a really smart spacing too. It actually hit Joe crouching. So if it hits you that deep and you're in trouble, there's no way to really avoid it other than blocking right or DPing. And Joe's DP's too slow. But now he's switching out to Hwajai, and he wasn't playing, or Haregoro wasn't playing Hwajai in arcade much. He was known for his Maxima. So now that Hwajai got much better, it's interesting to see he's using him, and he has similar normals as Joe anyway. So he should feel right at home for him. And there's this drive cancel super combo. It's like 45% meter anywhere in the screen. 1 drive, 1 super, very effective damage. Okay, so you guys are saying the volume levels are good. Alright. Now he's got Karate, a character who really doesn't have any fucking weaknesses that I'm aware of, unfortunately. No, he should have gone to the forward A command, not forward B. That's why he dropped his combo there. Nice combo off that anti-air flip kick. Ooh, baited it, and then he got thrown. Oh, baby. You see a lot of jump. Pretty much anytime Karate or Takuma jumps, you're going to get jump CD or jump D. That's all he needs. Jump CD is the air to air, and you can even jump in with it just like there, and then jump D for cross up or to hit high, just to make him not want to crouch block all the time, trying to anti-air jump CD from sweeping it. Nice safe throw. And that slash kick that Hwajai has there is negative on block always. It's punishable by command grabs, but after you do it, you pretty much are on the receiving end of a bad situation. You're going to have to try to tech a throw or block low, and you can't do both, so he gets thrown in that case. A lot of jump CDs, there it is, yeah, it moves really dumb. And he catches him quick teching with the command grab, really nice use of it, because his command grab's pretty unsafe otherwise. And he messes up the Rambo anti-air, he used the jab version, not the heavy or D version, which is the delayed startup and invuln. Nice invisible palm there, that thing has a lot of range. Ooh, he tries to do a triple overhead, but Tokido jumped out. Oh, he just got blown up with Super Saiyan. And there was that same command grab setup there. He saw him quick tech, he did a command grab, but Haregoro was able to hop out in time. Ooh, and Tokido's got that Kino Eye catching him, neutral hopping jump CD, and he's going to kill him right here. Tokido takes the first game, so let's go and slow it down a little bit because there's a lot happening there. And I believe they go back and forth pretty often in this set. And Gom player, here we go. So let's start with the opening. Haregoro is known for a lot of crazy opening techniques, and I think I know later in this video he does one. And so let's see what he does. Deciding to actually opt by backing up and just kind of neutral standing and walking back outside of the range where Iori can do anything, and then they meet with fireballs, alright? And then he gets hit trying to do something silly. And then really, like there's Haregoro is just throwing out special, I don't know what to call it really. He likes to press buttons and do Joe's specials and stuff because they're really good and safe. And so there's a one of the crazy things that he likes to do. It's pretty much like a car slash kick, Oops. It's forward B, projectile, basic block string. So he does Joe's stand D, which is kind of hard to see because of the video quality. The knee, and that moves him forward when you whiff cancel, and then he cancels that into slash kick. And slash kick is very safe in this game unless you block it at point blank. If you block it from like even like half or max range, it's pretty much completely unpunishable. So it's really something you can toss out, and it's really hard to sweep or beat on the ground, and it can anti you if you're hopping or you're jumping. So it's certainly a very abusable move now, and that's why you see Haregoro throwing that out. Although the golden heel he did earlier is much less high priority and faster, so it's more risky. So there was a stand CD, so he just threw out to whiff or something, and Tokido missed his taco cross up, so they get back to spacing, and there you go. So he is able to outspace the slash kick. You got to know your ranges against it. And then preventive, oh boy, jumps D. So there's that slash kick again. He gets in, see, and then Tokido probably trying to press a button because he thought he had the advantage or something. Joe jabs him. He can cancel his jab into his forward B step kick. Hit confirm that. EX slash kick, and that's going to let him juggle. So he's going to do the. Oh, he tried to do the light DP there, and I guess he ended on down forward B. Error made him executional error, and he did the slide. So he definitely did not want that because he could have done like 45% from that combo. And he dropped it. So then he does jab, crouch B. That's a usual. Since Joe can't really run forward and do crouch B, Joe and Hwajai, because they got to slide on their down forward B, you see a lot of well, Haregoro, since he's the main Joe, and Hwajai player now, and but we'll see more of it. You see them, instead of running forward and going to down forward B to do running light pressure, you see them do usually run forward jab pressure, since you can cancel the run immediately into a stand jab, change the stand jab into a crouching B, into a stand jab again, and then into a command normal. And so he cuts it short and just does AB, stops, and then does a delayed fireball like he's doing here. And then frame traps with far C, pushed back to neutral spacing, and Tokido trying to wreck out, and Joe doing a really nice tactic here, the his jump CD. So if you've played Joe, I'm sure you know that he doesn't really have a vertical anti-air, something like a good Iori close C, or a reliable DP, or like a Mexican uppercut like Shin's crouch C. So he has to be pretty proactive to keep people from especially jumping on him. So what he does here is a nice tactic, neutral hop, jump CD. And so say if Tokido had jumped and had been right up here, approaching by this arc, he would have met him in the air with the jump CD and knocked him back into the corner. So that's a really strong option for Joe, keeping people out of the air when he has them cornered like now. But it also has a really nice hitbox, and it can hit standing or running opponents. And here it actually cleanly beats Iori's Rekka. So nice. And this scores a counter hit, which if he landed and followed it up with like a slash kick or something, he could have got more hits. He tries to do a far C, and it's just like a hair too slow, so he doesn't get a combo off of it. But he still has the corner spacing, so he walks back a bit before hopping in just to react or look for something. Meets him with that jump CD a little early, and I think Tokido could have crouched this technically and then punished, but he respects it because Joe does have his jump D. So he re-hops or re-jumps into the corner, and this is somewhat legit against Iori. And the main reason it can be good against some characters specifically is because while you'll never cross them up really in the corner, a lot of people's DPs in the corner will whiff in this spacing. So if Iori did his heavy DP here on reaction to the jump, he would fly up and like out of the corner and just whiff his DP completely. So some characters have trouble anti-airing in this situation, but Iori has his close C attack, which is a direct vertical hit. So he does have a way out of here. Like Tokido could just press C right here and get out of the situation, and he doesn't. He just blocks it and respects it. And then here's that he does close C into Bakuretskin, and that's the light version, meaning he pressed punch 4 times only. And so Joe does 4 quick jabs and then stays at a frame advantage. He can link on hit, so that was a hit confirm series, and he's got decent recovery on block, so he's not punishable. And then he can press buttons afterwards, so he does a far jab, and then like a delayed slash kick. That's a pretty risky range. Now that should be punishable, but I think Tokido's timing was slightly off, unless that is a really good setup from Haregoro. And so there's a, oops, sorry, I was reading the chat and getting distracted. So back here is an example of slash kick's hitbox I was telling you about, how it's really fat. Iori coming in with jump C, doesn't quite get out in time, and his hitbox, we just jumped around. Gon player acting very weird. So he got hit from his jump C with the slash kick. and then Joe followed up the hit reset. And there was the same frame trap, and that time Tokido read it and just did a Rekka. So it's not super tight, so I don't believe he's plus sunblock from Bakuretsukin, so he can get hit out of it. I know I have, trying to do those frame traps. And there's Joe's EXDP on reaction to the hop. And his EXDP is his only good reversal. The heavy version has too much startup to ever really beat anything on reaction. And the EX version is pretty much everything you want. It's very quick. You can definitely use it to beat out jumps or hops on reaction. And actually on crouchers, if you crouch block it and bait it, Joe will actually soar over your head and he'll fly really far away, so you can't punish him, so you gotta stand block it to punish it. Yeah, sorry. If you guys know a better player than Gonplayer, tell me, because I went through a bunch and everything else sucks. So round 2, Haregoro took out one character with Joe, and when Haregoro loses his, well, he's not like free or anything when he loses Joe, but certainly Joe is his most notorious character, and his Shin just has the Shin damage, and his Hwajai seems like it still needs a bit work. So there's starting with a slash kick, which he can kind of combo off if it anti-airs, but it's still not that great. It's not nearly as good as slash kick for tossing out. So Tokido gets in. He lands Kyo's throw, which is definitely one of the better ones in the game, because it always gives him that hard knockdown. And then he could safe jump from it, or run for it and do a cross up like he does here. Boom, jump 2C cross up, or jump B cross up, or then you could fake it and go for the front. So it's a really dirty mix up. Easy hit confirm off of it. Up kicks, bird kick, EX bird kick, hoo ha. Hard knockdown, corner carry, not much. That wasn't a safe jumper. Well, it was a safe jump against Joe if you didn't want to waste meter for EXDP, and Haregoro didn't in this instance. There's that cross-up jump D from Joe, Bakuretsukin, frame trap, and Joe going into his projectile lot in the box strings. Let me try to rewind it just a bit. And so, one thing that's important about Joe is his forward B command normal. While it's good and it combos from his jab, this thing here, if he doesn't cancel it, it's very punishable and negative. So if he just did his forward B and it gets blocked, Iori can wreck it. Stuff like that, or Kyo could probably just do his far D and punish it, or sweep him maybe. So Joe's going to want to cancel to his projectile. But if he cancels to the projectile, he's susceptible to guard rolls. So I'd like to see Tokido land a good guard roll punish sometimes against this, because usually, just because it's so negative and crappy in block, they're going to cancel to his Hurricane Upper, because that's the safest special, and it's a pretty tight block string. And then afterwards, he pushes him out and has a good. He'll still usually have the spatial advantage, because he has more room to throw out a slash kick or work to avoid getting rushed down. So keep that in mind when fighting any projectile character, especially Joe, because he pretty much has to worry about the guard roll or stop short, which could beat the guard roll, but then it would lose to just blocking. So it's kind of risky for Joe, but that's Haregoro style. Throwing out those trap, you're getting that corner pressure going. Now you're running forward and doing stand CD. There's a preventive air in the air back there. Oops. Wow, this Gonplayer jumping around. Shit. Alright, here's the frame trap, go back. So he throws the projectile here, and then he runs forward and does like a stand CD, kind of as a preventive anti-air in case he did hop, but he doesn't. So then Tokido hops out of the corner smartly, and he does a clutch anti-air right here. Oops. Cool back frames, Gonplayer. God damn. Here we go. Jumps back. So he jumps back with jump D to prevent a slash kick or something from hitting him, or to air, because his jump D is a really good horizontal air to air, Kyo's. And he lands. He sees the slash kick coming. It's the heavy version, which has a worse hitbox, as I found out. So he just sticks out a jab, and it cleanly wins. Now the light version has a better hitbox, so this doesn't work. But the heavy one, which he recognized from the range, can be beaten like that. So he jabs him, it counter hits him, and hit resets him, and then he uses that time to hop forward, and then he does a jump D, which whiffs on crouchers. So unfortunately, he doesn't get a real safe jump or anything. And then Joe kind of steals the advantage back. More of that jump D, hop back, and then they both trade. Slash kick being its bullshit hitbox as usual. And there was that jump 2C. He tried to approach with it, and while it does have a huge cross-up hitbox, huge hit stun, it hits really deep, but he just does it so early here. that it whiffs crouching Joe, and Joe punishes with a trip guard anti-air sweep. So good stuff from Haregoro. And then he tries to bait the DP or something, but he's in the range and he gets caught. There's another one of those golden heels, and Tokido crosses up the golden heel and kills Haregoro. It's Joe. So now he's coming in with Wajai. So for this being Tokido's probably first KOF game, he's already doing really well on his spacing and just general game. That's Tokido. So we're going to see a lot of stand CD and normal pressure with Wajai, because he's pretty much all about his normals, just like Kim. As I mentioned before, his slash kick, his version, the Dragon Tail or whatever, is negative on block, just like Joe's. So it's not that great to be throwing out for pressure, because if they block it, he's just going to be in front of the opponent at a disadvantage, and so eventually he's just going to either have to block low and get thrown, or just try to hopefully not get hit by a low when going for a throw. Otherwise, his only other option is like DPing. So he's going to be doing a lot of normals and a lot of stand CD and stuff. Now he did the heavy slash kick there, which is like neutral, I believe, on block, and so he's able to sneak in a low afterwards. He has the drive cancel combo and doesn't go for the super. And he does jump into air slash Dragon Tail. That can combo, so he has an air chain, and it's pretty good. More stand CD. Now, Wajai probably has one of the best stand CDs in the game, if not the best. Look at the range on that is pretty wild. On top of him moving forward a bit before he activates it, and it's completely lower body invuln, and he can follow up the counter hits with combos pretty easily, especially in the corner. So you definitely do not want to get hit by that. But he just misspaced it there. And there's that far D, his other really good normal attack. It has like it's like Adon standing roundhouse in Street Fighter Alpha 2, or M. Bison standing roundhouse dictator in Street Fighter 4s, but with even less recovery, so it's harder to whiff punish. And it completely controls the hop space, so it's really hard to hop on him, because he could just stand CD, anti-air you, stand A, anti-air you, stand D. And if he anti-airs you, he has an anywhere juggle with his EXDP. And so it's very risky to approach him sometimes. And speaking of approaches, Tokido jumped in with the J2C right there, and Haregoro crouched it again, because he did it early to try to... Tokido did it early. Let me go back just for a sec. So he comes in, he does it early, which would probably hit Haregoro if he stands, but he reads it and crouches. And so the reason Tokido would want to do it early, essentially, is to hit him earlier, because it's easy to combo off an early J2C with Kyo. And also doing it early will help it beat out any anti-air attempts. So say if Haregoro would have tried to stand up and stand jab it or something, or stand D it, he probably would have got straight up counter hit and lost. So that's why he went for the early one. But that leaves him susceptible to lows because it doesn't have many active frames, and boom, 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 slide, DP, slash, super, boom, 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 boom. And that's almost going to kill him. Oh, never mind, it kills. That does a lot of damage. So, yeah, later on, I believe later on the set, Haregoro, Wajai does some, like, he drops some stuff and makes a few executional errors on his slide cancels and things. Probably most likely because he's just starting to use him more, because arcade days he pretty much was straight up Joe, Maxima, Shin. So I guess he's probably liking the changes to Wajai more than Maxima, and putting Maxima to the side for the moment to study Wajai, assuming this is his main team, which is most likely the case, because he's not going to drop Joe. Alright, so there's Tokido doing a preventive jump back CD, or jump CD, to stop a slash kick there, and pretty much Wajai really doesn't have a way to punish that from that far away, so it's a safe opening move. And what am I saying? Wajai doesn't have slash kick. Preventive Dragon Tail anti-air. So a lot of spacing, running forward and block. Now here we go. There's the spacing he looks for. Haregoro going overboard with that jump CD, and he gets punished. But he's hit too deep for the combo to continue, so that didn't combo. He just didn't block properly because it looked like he was going to cross up, and then he landed in the front side. So yeah, those wacky cross ups. So he does crouch Bs into forward B. That doesn't combo. He had to do crouch Bs into forward A, the Zanretskin multiple hit to combo. So he drops that. He does a jump CD to get spacing back again. Approaching with jump CD, he's hopping around a jump CD just in case it hits, because if it hits and it's counter hit, Rambo, free damage anywhere on the screen. So it's a really annoying move, and he's throwing out the invisible projectile, and it travels about like one character length. So imagine his hitbox as it stands right here, you know, this box, dot dot dot, and then imagine that like doubled like to right around here. So imagine like two Mr. Karate standing there, and that's about its active range on the jab version. And it has a very high hitbox, so it can anti-air hops exceptionally well. So it's very safe and difficult to deal with. You pretty much gotta treat it like a street. Like if you can't outspace it with a special or something, sometimes in his traps you really have to treat it like a like Street Fighter 2 hyper fighting corner trap or something. It can be pretty scary if he continues to hold that spacing. So Wajai jumping in with jump CD, more jump CD, stand CD. They're just flying around to CD attacks looking for a hit. There we go. And he catches him jumping, and then because he anti-aired with it, he's able to follow up with his stand D. And I believe that was his closest normal too, so that was the best choice there. And if he wants, he could go into the anywhere juggle too to tack on more damage, but he doesn't. There's that far D, catching him jumping away. Look at the range on that. And again, that could be an anywhere juggle if you want to corner carry. And then jump back, jump CD, trades. There's how good that jump CD is with, well, both characters, but specifically Mr. Karate. Since it's a trade, no follow-up though. And then he looks for the air flip kick, and he does the heavy version, which moves him back, so he completely whiffs the super. But then Wajai tries to... So he tries the far C, and he gets thrown out of the startup. And he could have teched there technically, but he was definitely not expecting that, so he gets thrown. And then, just like Kyo, Karate and Takuma both get a hard knockdown from their throw, so they get a safe jump or a cross-up or whatever, and it's really difficult to block correctly. In this case, he goes for the cross-up. He gets blocked. There's one of those offensive CD counters I mentioned in the first stream. So while CD counters are very slow in this game, and they're easy to safe jump, and they can be baited, and they don't do as much damage as in like 98 and stuff, so you don't see them as much, especially in panic situations when someone's rushing you down. They're still very effective on the offensive, so since Tokido's Karate just cornered himself, he recognized that situation after blocking the cross-up immediately, and then he blocked one more hit to keep him grounded, and then he CD counters, knocks him down into the corner, and then gets an advantage for 1 meter. So that's definitely a very smart use of a CD counter. And he doesn't quick tech to put himself into the throw mix-up, because Wajai could react to the quick tech and then do his command grab super. So that's really smart from Tokido, recognizing the situation, being calm. And so he jumps above his head, which probably could have been DP'd, but he doesn't look for it. Now, Tokido guard rolling out of the corner just to get out of there. There's the jump CD approach. And so, let me see, I believe Haregoro just blocked that low. There we go. Gon player messing up, not showing me on line. Okay, blocks it high. So regardless if you block it high or low, what's really frustrating about this jump CD is that if you block it, he gets huge frame advantage. So he's going to get in. Here we go. And he lands that cross up. He drops his HD confirm though, and yeah, not gonna. I don't think he's able to recover it really. Do not a sweep into fireball to keep him out of the air. Do something, but it's really hard to re-land your combo in your HD like that. So he's playing it smart and not going... Well, he doesn't have enough meter to do any Neo Max gimmicks, so he's just playing normally now. And there's that command grab. If you don't know, Karate's command grab is just like Takuma's old command grab and like KOF 98 and stuff. It's a running grab, just like Yuri's or Maxima's. So it's really shitty on its own for tick throws and stuff. But its main use, especially the EX version, is for catching people off guard with the reactions. And he does it in this case. He reacts to the quick tech, which I mentioned before, which would forfeit throw and vuln, and then he tags him with the command grab. So that is like the real respectable use of that, and the only way to get hit by the normal version without feeling like bad for yourself for not reacting. So now he's just trying to fish for one more hit to take out Wajai. Nice delayed throw. Playing it safe with Wajai, trying to bait the DP, and then he gets thrown. So Haregoro getting thrown a little bit too much in this round, or this game. Ragna the Crunk Edge saying nerf Clark. Nah, I don't think he's that big of a problem. So nice opening from Shin, stand jab, nice safe whiff. And then let me go back. Gonplayer is acting really weird, so I'm skipping a bit more than I want it to. I'm trying to run it frame by frame. So here we go. So Karate approaching with the jump CD and Haregoro making it whiff, the perfect range. So now he's in a position to steal frames and re-hop or something because Tokido wasn't really expecting it to whiff like that, and so his spacing's thrown off. So during this critical moment, the defending player who caused the whiff has a huge advantage. While it's nothing necessarily free, like there's no way to punish it necessarily other than trip guarding it. But now definitely Shin has the advantage, but he doesn't really act in time. And there we go, both kind of at neutral again, although Shin tries something and gets slapped with the invisible punch. Okay, Shin running running up and whiffing his charge punch. Pretty gutsy. So what Haregoro is looking to do right now with is fish for counter hits. So there's that stand CD, a really buff anti-air, prone to trading, and if it counter hits anywhere, he can follow up with his bionic arm super, his Tatsu Gekiken. So he whiffs there because of the jump back. He also, there's that jump CD, just as Takuma approaches forward with his jump CD and approaches back. And Takuma Karate, the same person. Shin's jump CD, good for the same purposes, although a little fewer active frames. So he jumps back with it to try to air a forward approach, and they both just whiff. It's nice. Oh, he jabs just like a hair too early and gets hit by that jump CD. No counter hit though, so he's safe. He's just going to have to wake up. And there's that command grab again. He saw that quick tech, and it looked like he was just running forward, but then he gets thrown. He doesn't get any huge damage off that if you're too worried about it, though, unlike Takuma, who will kill you if he commands grabs you, because you will get hit by a full combo like Makoto's Karakusa. And so, nice reaction here from Tokido, but he does the jab Rambu, it looks like, because it comes out too quick. And he should have done the heavy version, which is slower and actually invuln, though, so he pressed the wrong button there. Or he could have just done the DP super or something, so that was an executional error from Tokido, but he doesn't get punished. More jump C, he whiffs. So there's some of that stealing frame tech that I told you about, but jump CD was too slow to really do its job there. So he gets tagged by Tokido re-hopping out to recover his spacing. He jumped in, it whiffed, he jumped back to like avoid the situation, and he hit the jump CD. So they're smart jab anti-air from Shin, but it trays that jump CD. But since he air-to-aired, Takuma's not going to get any counter hit follow-up, so he doesn't take too much damage. And there we go. Shin doing that quarter forward D, his upward uppercut. Oops, I can't go back, sorry. But throwing it out to build meter, because on whiff it builds a lot of meter now. And if it does anti-air, and even if it trades anti-airs, he can definitely follow up with his super, because they're still in a juggle state. And there's that projectile, so good, that God hand, so secretly top tier Invisible Man. And then Shin hitting that jump CD. Now this is important because Haregoro could follow this up with just raw super. He could have just EXDM'd here and brought Takuma down to 10% life. But he tries to stand CD and go for the meterless follow-up. And there's really no point, because if you're sitting on a 5 meter Shin, you're not wasting that meter. Shit, that's where you fucked up. It's okay, so he jumps in and goes for the jump C into the EX overhead move. So that would have been a double overhead, pretty nice. But since Tokido just hopped out to avoid the command grab or something, he gets air-to-air, reset, and then he blocks the overhead, and that's unsafe, so he gets not punished. All he gets is crouch B because he messes up the punish. Alright. So his neutral jump CD, he stops the forward hop. Takuma's jump CD, Takuma and Karate's jump CD, so good. Like, he does, Karate does have an improved stand D for anti-airing, but his jump CD is just so good that that's like all he needs. Plus his DP especially. Well, between those two, that covers like every situation. And now he tries to safe jump, and that is, look how DP is, and he still gets hit by this super here. Galo Singen. Because Shin's CABC super is 3 frames, so you can safe jump it, but it's got to be tight. And he tried to feel out of safe jump, and that didn't go well. So now all Haregoro needs now is one like clean jab, because Shin's powered up and does more damage. And here you go, he jumps back. So now Tokido looking for something to react to with that EX Rambu. He's got that 2 meter. They're both being cautious, approaching, sweep, fireball. Generally safe, conservative plays. Stopping and not canceling into a special there on that forward A, just in case the guard roll comes, because that could close the match out. And then he catches that, he sees that neutral jump, and then EX Ramboos it. Boom. He's got that reactions, and that ends it. So let's move on to the next game. So Tokido coming out pretty strong already, and realistically, yeah, he might have played the game a bit in arcade. There's no real footage, no real word about him playing it. So this is him going in at it, and he's going in strong. Oops. Cool stuff. So Joe's starting this jump CD, hitting. Oops. Yeah, sorry about that message popping up. Joe getting thrown after that golden heel. See, it's just negative, so he gets put in a bad mix-up where nothing's necessarily guaranteed if you don't have a one-frame command grab, but it's just not good. And there's one of Haregoro's cool, like, air-to-air, anti-air combos. We'll have to look at that one. Slash kick, here we go. DP, Bakuretskin, Bakuretskin. He's going to try, oh, no, just go for the hit reset. Some more of those cool Bakuretskin frame traps into close C. So see Haregoro just moving in and out and going wild. That's what he does. There we go. Tokido. Ooh, cool counter hit combo. Oh, and then he hit confirms HT. Tokido or Haregoro trying something. And can he close it? Yeah, this will kill. So good stuff. Tokido confirming, clutch confirming like that, staying calm and killing Joe. And now with Haregoro's Joe out of the way immediately, that's gonna put a pretty big psychological dent in his game plan. So now you got Hwajai, the other Joe. Oh, and he whiffed his jump D, and good, really good shit there from Tokido, already knowing about all this stuff. Oh, there, he reacts to the quick tech and the command grabs, and it's a really good way to use Iori's normal command grab, despite it being really slow and uninvuln. Hoo-ha! Ho! Tokido on fire. Oh, damn. So it looks like Haregoro really panicking, because he was just getting rushed down and immediately, and maybe trying his usual kind of Abare tactics, like rolling out of the corner or jumping and stuff, and he just got safely beat each time. And now Shin doing that follow-up. That wasn't the most damaging combo he could have done, but it did about the same much as doing his EX punch, so it's all good. He kills Iori. And now he still has HD mode with Shin, and I believe if he has like if he has 2 meter, that's like 80%. Either way, if he lands a random hit, yeah, 2 meter with 80%, that means if Shin gets one clean hit now, he's gonna take off 80% of Kyo's life. And there's that quarter support kick anti-air I told you he likes fishing for. He counter hit, traded, recovered, and DP'd, or did his super. Holding that corner positioning, a lot of charge punches. He can just let that charge punch go, and if it anti-airs, he's gonna follow it with super. Nice roll punish, boom, close C hit reset, try to jump into the corner, it doesn't cross up, and Kyo gets caught sweeping. And that's one interesting thing about Fireball Kyo, is that if he can't really cancel sweeping anything to cover the hop space, unless he wants to cancel into like a DP or his bird kick, which are both unsafe, where a Rekka Kyo can cancel into his Rekka to cover that hop space so he can't get hopped on when he's sweeping, really, by whiff canceling. Alright, so Haregoro working on a reverse OCV here. And he's still both of them have HD, so the next hit will pretty much could close it out. Next clean a hit confirm or something. Ooh, he missed. He did one too many crouching light kick. Oh, and that's gonna be it if Shin doesn't drop it. Hey, super max cancel. He's gonna be on like no life. Here we go. A really good tech there from Tokido. You try to go for the empty hop from that quick tech. Being really cautious. Oh, and then gets guard pointed by Shin's godlike Farsi. So Haregoro bringing it back in the second set. So let me find where this starts. Alright. Go. Alright, so let's go frame by frame, and then sorry because I'm not really paying attention to the chat too terribly much. It's hard to multitask all this stuff. I'll check it after like this match or whatever, when I start asking for further questions, for if you want me to stream some like training sessions in the training mode, or have any questions that I can show you. We'll do that later. Alright, so here's the slightly delayed opening slash kick, or no, never mind, stand CD, sorry about that. So, really good, he catches Iori running forward. Oops, I'm messing up, sorry about that. Stand CD, bam, he catches Tokido running forward, nice opening move, and then he cancels that into slash kick to improve the recovery and frame advantage on block in case it would have got blocked or whiffed. So either way he's going to get that, and it doesn't meaty, but whatever. Now he can contest him in the fireball war, and he noticed he was that far away at that range. Oops. See, he gets pushed back, Tokido blocking it and pushing himself out into that spacing. Joe has huge frame advantage on his jab fireball, so he throws out that slash kick, and now even if Iori could anti this or beat it with a jab, which he can't because the jab version has such a good hitbox, he's stuck blocking because he can't walk out of it. He can't really do anything other than backdash or try to DP or block it, so he just blocks it. So that's really good standard for a Joe trap. If you tried to hop, that anti-air you too. So there's another one, and this time he doesn't. He runs forward and jab to bait like a panic reaction or something. And now he does a golden heel. Like I guess he's trying to do them to beat out jump outs because it can, but it's very punishable or awkward because, like, see, he was crouch blocking afterwards, looking for the crouch B, crouch A from Iori counter attack. See him crouching there, or he looks like he's even pressing a button, and he gets thrown because he's negative. So Haregoro not respecting the situation and getting thrown. Fireball follow up that's not precise, and you can hop over it, not in a true gap. There we go. He doesn't do a follow up though from that hop. You can definitely drop, like most of the characters can jump or straight up hop over Joe's projectile. It's not as big as it looks, but he doesn't capitalize, and then jab forward B into fire or slash kick, and from that far spacing there, let me see if I can go back just a little bit. Since he started from a max range jab and then recognized the spacing, he's able to do his slash kick, and it tips, so it hits later, so he recovers later or earlier, and then he does the instant Bakuretskin ender as soon as he recovers, and that adds extra hit. So that's definitely like a Haregoro trademark, comboing off those odd situations. And Bragna asks, isn't slash kick kind of unsafe? If you block it point blank, like from a box string, it is unsafe. Like if he does crouch B, stand A, forward B, slash kick, that's pretty much going to be unsafe. But if he spaces it decently, like which is what Haregoro usually does, and it hits like halfway through or at the tip, yeah, you're gonna get fucked, and it's gonna be safe on block, like completely neutral, really hard to punish, and the hitbox are just so big it's hard to deal with on the ground. So that's why you see Joe just flying around now, since it's just so good. Like you hit him, you get pushed back, and then you're still at advantageous spacing, you're safe, so you can just react to whatever. They buffed up all Joe specials in this game. So Tokido just built the meter now, so he does have a guard roll on him if he does when he's and he was looking for something, gets DP'd, and here's this Joe's easiest corner starter. Now this can go into stun if you got enough drive meter, and you need like 1 meter to start it, plus like 80% drive, so he doesn't have enough, so he just does the meterless follow up. So that's a DP, Bakuretskin ender, Bakuretskin 1, 2, ender, jump T, hit reset. And then he rejumps to beat out a DP or something, and Tokido didn't close see it, he could have anti-aired it there. He has a crouch jab to help him buffer the Bakuretskin jab version, and see, there's not much pushback on that version, the light version I'll call it, when you only press it 4 times. He can link a close C on hit or block, and his close C is very fast, that's good. And then he canceled the forward B for a really cool block string that still could be guard roll though. I'd like to see Tokido maybe catch on and punish that. Crouch B, crouch A. So there's slash kick. See, not much he could do there. Just blocks it. He couldn't really crank out a DP in time, even if he did see it coming. Now he jumps these to approach. Good stuff, but it trades with the projectile. And he throws out another one, follows it up. I like that he waited for a second there, being really cautious before moving in. Ooh, whiff, and he almost got whiff punished. There we go. And so what happened right here is he did a jump C, and it counter hitted, and he quickly pressed C when he landed, thinking he was gonna jump in on him and just do his usual close C forward A block string, and it comboed because it was the counter hit. So in any normal attack, aside from a sweep, counter hits in this game, the opponent, if they're anti-aired, or okay, if there's any anti-air counter hit in this game, aside from sweeps, the opponent is put in a juggable state. So jump CD or blowback attacks, as I'm sure you know, put you in a free juggle state, and they bounce them up really high. So it's really easy to hit confirm off those and capitalize on them. Now the other ones are really hard to, because they're put in a limited free juggle state, meaning they can be hit by just about anything, but you got to act fast. So like that jump C, land into close C was quick enough to combo, although it was pretty much an unintentional, impossible to react to hit or combo. So it just kind of happened. Yeah, old school 98, like just, oh, cool, it worked. Or sometimes you might, like Kim's far D, you know, the double Sobat kick. One kick might anti-air and counter it, the second hit with combo, so just cool built-in combos. But in terms of practicality for these non-CD counter hit combos, the only times they're really important is for when you know you have guaranteed counter hit setups. Like if you know you can stick out a poke against this special or move and it will counter hit them, and then it'll beat it cleanly, you could cancel into like a DP or something, capitalize off of it. So one example, well, I'll show you guys the example later if there's more questions on it, and I might do a counter hit stream. So cool stuff. There we go. So this is definitely one of the most cool backdash punishes I've ever seen. Joe backdashing to try to get in the air to avoid a command grab mix-up or something, or to avoid, like, he just take the hit reset because it wouldn't do much damage. Tokido just keeps fucking running forward. No option selects or anything. He sees the backdash, punishes the recovery with close C, and that's called being godlike. So yeah, good shit to Tokido right there. And then he ends it with far C into Meta Masher. And last hit of Meta Masher always does 100% or 100 damage, so 10%. So yeah, hype shit. So now Wajai sitting on pretty much full meter too, so he could possibly drink up or go for an HD combo, because he does have really easy HD combos that do hella damage, you know, like Shinwu damage, and he does have corner carries. Or he could also drink up and then do drive cancel combos that like build a meter and do like 60% if you spin a meter in them too. But I don't think in this whole video Haregoro doesn't use the drink super once, so I guess he's not feeling it or not comfortable or doesn't like it and likes saving his meter for other stuff. And real quick question, sorry about this. Ragna asks, is it better to not Neomax with EX Iori? The answer for me is usually if I have 2 meter and I'm doing an HD combo, I don't Neomax, because the slightly extra damage it might do, well, I don't know if it does. I think you can do like equivalent damage between doing his Meta Masher and do the follow-up super and doing the Neomax, but the Neomax gives the opponent more meter and you think the knockdown's a little worse, so I usually just go for the Meta Masher. But otherwise, use the Neomax usually for max canceling for Iori, EX Iori that is. Alright, back to the match. Crouch B, crouch A, trip guard punish into basic Rekka punish. That's why Iori is simply effective, because you can just hit him with that shit. Crouch B and then hit confirm easily. As crouch B doesn't shrink him as much as it did in the older games, but it still does the job perfectly. And now here's the thing I told you about Wajai quick text from that jump CD, and then Tokido runs up, saw the quick tech, does the command grab real quick and catches him as soon as he wakes up and gets a combo off of it. And safe jump, jump CD. I like how he's doing jump CD for safe jump, and I might have to steal that definitely. So while it doesn't hit high, it does hit crouches if you time it right, and since you're safe jumping, you should be able to time it right anyway. If it hits like it does there, it's going to knock them down. So if they try to backdash or jump out on wake up because they're afraid, you will get that knockdown instead of a hit reset. And so now see, he doesn't quick tech because he doesn't want to get put in that command grab mix up again. And because he didn't, Tokido messed up and like jumped too far for his cross up, and then recrosses up, but Haregoro blocks that. And he tried it again, and Haregoro tried to slide out to anti-air it, and he didn't punish it. But then just because of the weird spacing, like cross-up positioning, he gets confused, blocked wrong, and then Iori pressed the button first and wrecked him. And I don't really agree with using that meter there for the follow-up, but hey, it added damage. And then he just lands at crouch B, something happening, Haregoro thrown off. Side note, the Core asking what's Joe's best normal attack for punishing. Depends on the situation. And also we're hearing reports of stream lag. So you guys in the chat answer or mention if it's lagging for you. I have it paused right now, and granted the video does skip around a bunch, but if like the audio is breaking or something, then something's definitely up. But Joe's best normal for punishing. Fastest is like close C. Otherwise you got like far jab into forward B, or yeah, mainly those ones are as fast as moves I can think of initially. It just depends on the spacing. Like sometimes you might be able to punish with slash kick if they whiff something or whatever. But generally just basic stuff. Run forward, close C, maybe far A, forward B to punish a Rekka. Yeah, I think you're getting confused because the video player is really awkward. I'm trying to run it frame by frame, and it's smooth when it goes forward, but if I ever backtrack, it doesn't like to move back cleanly. And plus the video quality is kind of iffy. So if you guys know a better way to do this, like I know Ultra James TV does something with this, and they use a similar player. I asked them and I didn't get an answer. I tried to use VCL and other players and they were awkward, so I finally settled with GOM player, and it's good for everything except for when you move your video backwards, because that's when sometimes it jumps you ahead a few seconds, and sometimes it's really it just doesn't look good at all, certainly. So I would like something better without having to completely edit the video, you know, spend like 2 hours editing the video in advance, pre-thinking out all my commentary and having everything designated. Don't want to do that. It's too much work for every single video. And yeah, if it just does seem choppy, that's just because I'm running it like at a slow frame by frame playback rate, just because so much is happening so fast. Alright, so Tokido catching Shin running forward this time with the crouch B. Hit confirms, gets knocked down. Cool opening attack. Jump A, strange there, and so Iori kind of whiffs and then gets hit by Shin close C, and oh yeah, Haregoro not wanting to use too much meter to kill here, or certainly not when he's HD, so he just goes for a 2 meter combo to kill. It's not Tokido's running out the Kyo. And Shin's starting with his charge punch, looking for something. Oh, he cancels it immediately. There you go. And then does the up punch. So it's basically to bait forward hop, and then to get an anti-air, trade anti-air. And so that didn't work. So he jumps back, gets spacing, sneaking those charge punches, looking for a jump to release it. And if not, just canceling it, because it's pretty much impossible to whiff punish if he's canceling, and it builds like a sliver meter. And there he goes. He lets it go that time and doesn't get punished by the fireball. So there you go, he does his upward punch, it trades, he got what he's looking for, super hard knockdown. That was like, you know, 25% from a trade anti-air, pretty good stuff. And there's a good, nice close C anti-air on reaction. Kyo and Iori's definitely some of the best anti-airs in the games, hands down. Nice far D counter poke. And so Shin trying to do stand CD, but he was just too far away to actually hit him. But he was trying to do preventive anti-air one, and if it was a counter hit, get that follow-up. But then he presses far C, and Tokido didn't press a button or try to do anything. Respected it too much. So that was a stand CD, whiffed into the charge punch. You can see he's just going all out, fishing with those charge punches, trying to hit with something. Now that was a good spacing where it was pretty safe, but if it's blocked, then he's at a negative situation. So it's not that safe. And then he catches that desperate roll, good stuff, and gets the full punish, charge punch, close C, hit reset. Not enough to kill, but he just needs one more hit. And a weird cross-up happens here, and that's because Kyo isn't all the way in the corner. See how he walked forward a sec here after that, blocking that crouch B? Because he walked forward a few pixels, he can get crossed up in the corner then. But if he would have held back and just stayed cornered, he would have been good. But Shin doesn't really have a good cross-up attack, so he whiffs the jump in and then gets thrown, and then really good tech from Tokido. But yeah, there's that sweep like I told you. No way to, if you sweep with normal Kyo, you pretty much got to do something wacky or just commit to it. Just hope they don't hop. So Shin bringing it back to the last round. I liked how he ran forward and did a crouch C looking for an anti-air, but he jumped back. So his crouch C there traded with jump CD. Shin's jump C or crouch C anti-air, probably one of the best ones in the game. But even then, it trades with a lot of stuff. And if it trades with the jump CD, you get knocked down, so it's not that good. Unless the damage, like you have the life lead or something. Really nice preventive stand A back there. I want to go back and show that. Please rewind, Gone player. There we go. So he whiffed his charge punch, and he's like, alright, let's go, jab. And so the reason he did that jab was just to stop any hop. So if Tokido tried to hop after seeing that whiff or something, he would catch him. And he stands and block it. So he gets a little bit of frame advantage. He jumps forward, jump CD. Tokido's hop back, just made it whiff, and his jump CD whiffed. A lot of hop footsies trying to space out. They're a good hit. And then Haregoro building meter. He built up 3 meters by whiffing those charge punches full screen because Tokido wasn't able to punish it or get closer. He's too far away. Nice crouch B pressure, but then he doesn't confirm from that series because he didn't change his block string and shorten it. So he did crouch B, stand B. From that range, he would have to just do 1-2 into forward A to hit confirm. And something important happening right here. Let me go. So here's his delayed block string. He does finally hit with it, but yeah, just because of spacing, he didn't shorten it, curtail it. So then pressing C here with Tokido presses C here, and I'm not sure why. Maybe he was thinking he was playing Kiori Yori. He's not used to not everybody having good anti-air close C. Maybe he could have been trying to do crouch C and make execution error, but this is definitely a huge mistake whiffing a heavy normal like this, and especially with Shin on top of you. So this. But then Haregoro also makes a huge execution error too. He doesn't do close C when he lands from his jump in, and he jumped in a little bit too early to combo anyway too. So if he would have delayed his jump C and landed the close C, that would have been game right there. But no, he thankfully recovers the situation by canceling his forward B into the charge punch, so he's neutral, and then he sticks out a quick crouch B, stand B, hit confirm, boom, and that's death. So, oh, not death yet. So, let me go back real quick to this. So Shin's Neomax leaves him with like 5% life. And now, see how Shin can move right here? After he lands his Neomax, he can actually just neutral hop and safe jump you, and it's really bullshit. But he doesn't in this instance, but he doesn't know or just doesn't want to go for it. He wants to bait and block something because Karate's got 5 meter, so right here he could have DP'd, DP super, EX Rambu, wake up Neomax, EX counter, anything, so he doesn't want to press a button and get hit or risk anything, so he just waits, crouch blocks, safest option, does a delayed throw, which would beat all options. Beat all, like he'd block long enough to beat reversals, block long enough and then throw, which would beat the counter. And then Tokido smart and teching. And then after the tech, this is a very, very important moment. Let me go back. So you tech and you recover from a tech really quick, and then you're both pushed out to like sweep range. So the follow up to teching a throw is very important. And see, Tokido pretty much reacts quicker and then sweeps, and that's how he gets that hit in. And then he cancels the projectile to be safe in case Tokido would have hopped, or whoops, in case Haregoro would have hopped this sweep, he would have canceled to his invisible palm, and that would have anti-aired. So he pretty much covered both fronts really quickly there. Some more jump CD, being careful. There's that knockdown. Pushing him with that palm. Shin has no meter for any. There you go, that far C. And Shin's guard or far C really good because it has a point of guard point or super armor on it on his upper body. So if you stick it out right here and he's hit out of the initial startup here, early startup only is where it has the guard points. It'll like guard him just like Maxima and then punch him. So yeah, Shin's far C very good. Just doesn't have the most range. And it hits crouchers too, unlike King's far C and others, although it is a little bit slower. So Leona, are people trying to hit me up on Skype with questions or what? So I want to ask right now, do you want me to do some more matches from Tokido? I got a match, like, I don't know if Gibby's in the stream right now. I had a Gibby match to analyze. I can do that one a little later tonight or something if need be. Oops. Or I can try to do some training mode stuff, boot up some stuff and answer questions. So what do you guys want to see? Like at the very least, I'll do air another match of Tokido and Haregoro and just not break it down maybe. Just do commentary and shit what's up, because I know people are hype about Tokido playing the game and it'll be really interesting to see what he does. So please, someone respond. Alright, so I'm just saying one more Tokido match. So I'm just going to do commentary on it, not the slowdown part. So we'll just sit back and watch what happens. So they're 1-1 right now, so we'll see who wins out of this tiny set. Granted, they play like 6 matches. Let me turn the sound up for you guys. Sound quality's iffy as hell. That's pretty terrible. Let me keep it low. Alright, hopefully this is good for you guys. Nice frame shot from Iori. Cross up jump C. Now, it does cross up with the Iori, but the spacing is really tight, so he wasn't really expecting it there. That's why he didn't combo off of it. So there's that safe slash kick. And he was able to not punish it, but catch him unexpectedly because he blocked it and then just did a hyper hop taco. So really smart stuff from Tokido. Not punishing, but getting a workaround. Yeah, I don't know why it sounds so robot. Oh, wait a minute. Oops. I think I fixed this one. No? I don't know what's messing up the sound, sorry. I'll keep it down really low so it doesn't sound terrible. So a lot of air spacing, preventive, ooh, really cool anti-air there, but no real capitalization because he gets pushed back so far. Both of them fully stocked, looking for one hit. Here we go. Oh, no HD confirm or anything. Toki doing a lot of close C4A just in case he does hit with something. He will activate and kill Wajai. So there was that stand CD lower body invuln beating that crouch B. And then he reacted to that fireball full screen, and that super puts him in the air just a little bit, just high enough to hop over that ground fireball from Iori. And plus his startup invuln, but he reacted so quick that there was no really startup invuln involved with that. It was just straight up hitboxes, and that last hit kills. Stand CDs everywhere. Ooh. Baits the DP but no punish. There we go. Spacing out, gets that hit. Catch him with the stand CD. And you can't really backdash or anything away from that stand CD. It will anti-air you and get that soft knockdown. And a lot of back. He's doing all those air flips to build meter. It's really very good. Ooh. Tried to do a fancy combo, or maybe an executional air into that slide into the command grab, but that crossed a bit way too high to combo. Nice air there. Slash super. Wajai's main only real drive cancel combo you need to know mid screen. Oh, and he tried to do the inward juggle there, and he was too slow. Key living on the prayer. Oh, there we go. We got a hit. No super. Oh, he's gonna do the long combo. There we go. Smart stuff. Built a lot of meter and then closed out just perfectly. So good stuff from Tokido, playing really patiently. He knew he had a DP, so Wajai couldn't chip him out. If he did one flip kick, that was a free DP. Now we got Shin coming in almost with HD. Here we go. Cross up. Oh, he did his jump 2C too early and completely whiffed, but he went for the front. Hey. Oh, but he drops the follow-up with no punish. Uh-oh. Now, interesting enough, wait, no, if he did the heavy up kicks, which he probably did there, that was a guaranteed punish. Now, if it was the light version, not so much. So now Shin does have touch of death on him, or almost touch of death if he can get that one hit. Nice tech punish. Cool reaction or EX Rambo anti-air. It's hard to escape that, or to bait it rather. Jump CD hitting him. Tokido takes it, catching him, keeping him out of the air with that jump CD. He was approaching with his own jump CD probably, and he gets slapped. So yeah, think there are 2 more matches, and I know Haregoro wins probably one or so of them, but you can already see that Tokido is really on point and really good, because Haregoro definitely one of the best KCE players in the group. You know, like Dune, I know Dune can beat him in arcade and all that, but Dune hasn't been playing much. But just the fact that Tokido is already managing to go even and certainly challenge Haregoro and probably the other KCE players proves that he's definitely going to be a threat. So we'll all want to be looking out for him at Evo, and it'll be really fun to fight him. So let's see. So do we have any questions? I know there's someone asking about Raiden. I do have something for Gibby, but I don't know if he's in the stream now. If he's busy. If he's not here, I'll save it for later. Yeah, he's not online, so I guess I'll save his match for later, because it's a really poverty hand cam video, and I don't want to blow you guys up with that. I do have another KCE video of, who is it? I believe it's the man who wrote the tier list. What is it? Itsumu, or... Sorry, I feel dumb. Checking out the post. Okay, it's King Yo versus Tokido. King Yo being Itsumu Mari, SPO qualifier, the guy who made this tier chart. So there are plenty more Tokido videos besides Haregoro. He's fighting this guy, Nagihei, Itsumu, and then Yukichi, all on the latest KCEs. And there are actually more KCE videos posted today. Have random player. I don't know who's playing though. There's in a list, so they just got a bunch of other dudes playing. So they'll definitely. I'll look into lining those up for later videos.